Writing is vulnerable and challenging. The wrong feedback can cause emotional hijacking and block creativity.
We all have these like crazy horror stories, I'm
Mhm.
sure, or not such nice stories.
I let my husband read the story and one of my nieces, and only because I knew they would both be, so kind. And they were, and they loved it. And it was so great. It was so wonderful, which maybe that's just what I needed at that time. But I realized very quickly that most of those people probably hadn't read a middle grade book since they were 9, 10, or 11 years old.
I had a mixed bag in my one group that I was part of. It met every Wednesday, I think it was. So you had the motivation of writing every week. But sometimes you came in and you'd read a piece, one of theirs, or they'd read yours, and it seemed like they were trying, like they'd ponder and ponder, and it's like they tried to find something to critique for the sake of critiquing.
Getting the wrong kind of feedback can be detrimental to writers, especially in that important drafting phase when creativity is paramount. Getting the wrong kind of feedback or feedback from the wrong source can shut down creativity altogether, sometimes for years, decades, or even lifetimes.
The way that we give feedback during our writing sessions together is really based on neuroscientific work around how we learn and create the best, and really looking at the various phases in the brain of creation and critique. And they are two separate processes. And one of the things that many programs inadvertently mix up are those two processes, and that's where writers end up really frustrated.
It was about my school teacher. Stephen, stop writing this science fiction, never do it again. It didn't stop me writing, but it stopped me writing fiction for over 40 years.
The way we do feedback in the writing gym is different. Everything we do is based on neuroscience and how your brain learns and creates the best, because we know what happens to writers when they get feedback from the wrong source.
They get stymied, they stop writing, sometimes for months, years, or forever, unfortunately. And so the work that I do really optimizes how we learn and create best so that writers can get into creative flow, not just in a gut feeling way, but literally in the synaptic movement between the two hemispheres of their brain.
Part of the problem is that so many writing groups are a case of the blind leading the blind, as if writing weren't a craft that can be taught and learned, but something that writers should just know how to do innately and be judged harshly if they can't.